All right, you ready, Ross? Good. Okay, really proud of our team, our staff, everybody. Just a huge win for us early in this season against a really good team, and you know, just the second step, just 2-0, but we played an ACC team and an SEC team in back-to-back weeks, and one of the youngest teams that we've had since I've been the head coach, and I just love how we showed up ready, we responded, and you know, just I want to say I thought our conditioning was evident, you know, and when you got 40 guys that have not been in your program, and as many sophomores as we have, 80 freshmen and sophomores, and you win a game like that, and you see the conditioning that I thought we had, I think that just creates great belief and buy-in to how we train in the summer, you know, when the stands are empty, as I say all the time, to how we do camp, how we practice during the week. I thought our team was fresh, I thought they were ready, and I thought they were, as the game went, got stronger. So just really proud of our team. I thought that, you know, so just want to take my hat off to our strength conditioning, our trainers, everybody who do an awesome job in helping us get ready, and then just the leadership of our team, and you know, going into a game like this. So really proud of everyone. A lot of positives we can build on. You know, we felt like we left a little doubt in this game last year, and you know, it was good to see us respond. You know, we had certain groups on our team challenge coming into this game, and I thought our guys accepted the challenge, and so it was a heck of a win for us. Didn't get to play as many guys as I like to play, but it's a long season, and we did play a lot, but not quite as many as I like to play. But a long season, and again, a lot of positives we can build on and continue to grow our team. You know, just good momentum. This is really good momentum for us. Two things I told them in the locker room is great teams get better, and great teams win on the road. And we got an opportunity to do both next week. Got a chance to grow our team, get better from this one. This will be a great tape to teach from. And obviously we got a chance to go on the road in division play, and a place that we lost last time we were up there. So excited to see how we respond. We're going to take 72. So we won't have as many people with us on the sideline. And but I am excited about you know, what I saw in this game and just the readiness of our guys and the preparation that went into it. Defensively, just a tremendous job. I think Mon only had 97 yards passing going into the fourth quarter, and picked up a little bit there in the fourth quarter. But we just did a tremendous job. We were well positioned all day. We made plays on the ball. I thought DK was outstanding. I thought he just had a heck of a game. AJ, tremendous. You know, Nolan Turner missed the tackle on 3rd and 15 on that first that field goal that they got, but man, he came back and played a heck of a game. He made some plays on the ball as well, and you know, just structurally we did some good things. And again, I thought that we had our eyes for the most part. They got that last score. We didn't have our eyes on number 3. We got caught up in the backfield on the play action, but outside of that, we really did a nice job, just assignment wise, and we put pressure on the quarterback. You know, that was a physical game on both sides of the ball up front for our guys. And again, I thought they were ready for the challenge. So a lot of good things defensively. Muse got another interception, and so back-to-back games he's gotten picked. Back-to-back games we've had a pick on the goal line, which is exciting to see those guys. I mean, they're having fun playing defense. We've got kind of, like I said, strength in numbers. They're kind of just kind of a bunch of guys right now, but they're having a lot of fun playing. They're having a lot of fun practicing and preparing, and just showing up with something to prove every single week. Offensively, we left a little meat on the bone. We had an opportunity, just didn't make a couple plays early. We had a corner route. We had another ball to Overton. We had a chance on. We missed the field goal. We dropped the touchdown pass. And you know, Trevor's kind of mad at himself on that last one because Ross got behind him and he underthrew it, thinking that, you know, he was kind of underneath him. But if he lets that one go, that's probably a touchdown as well. And so we left a little bit out there, but I thought we controlled the game. From the second quarter on, I thought we got control of the game. We were able to run the ball effectively. Our offensive line took it over. Cannot say enough about those guys. Travis had a career high in receiving, which was pretty cool. I made a big deal out of that in the locker room. He just grinned. And Lenjay was the spark. Lenjay dug us out of a hole a couple of times, and he averaged 7.2 yards per carry. And so just really proud of Lenjay Dixon. It's quite a 1-2 punch that we got there with those two guys. Wish we'd have got to play a few more guys, but that's just kind of how the game went today. But really pleased. T. Higgins had another big day. Ross had a career high in catches. He dropped a couple that he usually makes, but had a touchdown. And then, Trevor Lawrence played quarterback. He played quarterback today. It was awesome to see. There's so many things that are going on that, to the just normal person sitting in the stands, you just really don't know. You just think it's a called pass or a handoff or whatever. But there's a lot going on at that quarterback position. And, he played the position extremely well today. Gutsy, tough, made some plays with his legs. Went and got a tough first down, kind of got banged a little bit, came right back, and just really showed a lot of heart and just great leadership. His leadership is just so different from last year, where, like I said, he was just trying to, go win a job. He has really asserted himself as the leader, and just sees things, makes good suggestions. Just has a lot of command on what he's doing, and just wants to be great. He's greedy. He wants to make every play, and I love that about him. So a lot of fun to see him play the game today, and again, just some good things. Will Spires, 2 weeks in a row, has really done a great job with us punting the football. Really proud of BT. BT had actually kind of strained his groin and wasn't able to kick Thursday and Friday, but he came back today. And I think he kicked every kickoff out, and he was 1 for 2 on the field goal, and it was good to see him come back because that's an area that I think that he's got to grow in. He missed one, but he came right back and made the next one. So a lot of good things in the game, and overall, just like I said, a lot of momentum going into week 3 for us next week.
Dabo, during the week, what did you like most about Brent's the plan he had cooked up with the different looks and things like that?
Yeah, well, we've been working on a lot in fall camp. We didn't show a whole lot last week, but we worked on a lot in fall camp. We prepare for our season, and we just felt like with our personnel, we need to have multiple answers and have some good diversity. We love our experience and our depth on the back end. And so being able to get, Nolan in the game, being able to get Denzel in the game, being able to move some guys around is something that we don't have a lot of depth at D tackle right now. We're going to develop that. So just to change up. I think we went into this game with about 6 different personnel calls. So that's a lot. So my hat's off to, we practiced all that, not just this week, all camp. But my hat's off to our guys because they've taken real ownership of the plan. And again, the personnel groupings, getting different people in the game, our substitutions, and then all the assignments that come with it. Whether we're a 4-man front, 3-man front, whatever it is we're doing, it's been good. It was really good. I think it was effective today.
Sorry, how many different personnel groups is that compared to how a normal game was?
Yeah, I think last week we might have had 2. But we had a lot of different packages today. And, it just kind of depends. It depends week to week on who we're playing. Sometimes people, they don't really have a heavy personnel, for example. They're going to be more of a spread on the goal line. They're goal line to goal line, so it's different. But when we play Texas A&M, they're going to be 21 personnel, 12 personnel, 10 personnel, 11 personnel. They're very multiple. So, but that gives us the opportunity to be very multiple too, because when other people are subbing, we have the opportunity to sub. So we had some nice packages, and it was good. We got some guys on the field and created some different looks. Did an excellent job versus the run and kind of spiking some of the gaps. And the thing I was most pleased with was just our positioning, our structure. even when they made a few plays, we had guys there, and we'd have guys just running free. And that's a huge improvement. Again, a lot of talk coming into this game about our secondary last year's game. And, those guys accepted that challenge.
Coach,
Good to see.
you mentioned the fourth down play where they scored the touchdown with 6 seconds left. It was clear how badly y'all wanted to make that stop. How much of that was just defensive pride, and how much of it was wanting to keep that 20-point win streak going?
Oh, we weren't thinking about a 20-point win streak. We were just thinking about not letting anybody score. We don't want anybody to score ever. That's just our mindset. But ain't worried about that. We just want to win by one more point than the opponent. Not worried about a number, 20 or 1. A win is a win. That has never entered into our mindset. We just don't want anybody to score. It's just pride in what we do.
Dabo, Amari Rogers gets on the field today. What can you say to his work ethic and his mindset with him to come back in such a short period of time and be productive like that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. He wanted to play last week, and he's been begging me to let him play. And he sent me a text 2 days ago. Coach, please trust me. I'm ready. I'm like, this guy's unbelievable. And but he's you have the metrics with your medical staff. I mean, he's way above that. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So everybody's just kind of in awe at what he's been able to do. And so it was awesome. We're going to put it. They didn't punt in that last. We were hoping to get a punt in that last drive, and we were going to put it back there on the punt. But it was great to see him out there. He's practiced really well last weekend, this week, and it's a huge shot in the arm for us to get a guy like Amari Rogers back. He's a great football player. He's a great leader. He brings a lot to our team. He's tough. He's hard to tackle. He's got excellent ball skills. He's dynamic. He can do a lot, and he's smart. He's a very experienced player for us. So it's a huge shot in the arm for us to get him back. And to be honest with you, I've been looking for a reason not to play him, and I can't find anything. I mean, every challenge that we put him against, whether it's press coverage versus A.J. Terrell, it's tackling him and having to see him get tackled and knocked around in practice, whatever it is. I mean, he's been awesome. His acceleration, he looks great. So just hats off to our medical staff. Our doctors obviously did a great job, trainers, but man, he's just put in a lot of work. And he just, great DNA.
What kind of example is he to the other players, though? They're also maybe having to deal with injuries later on down the road.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's a great example. It's a great example for him too. On how you handle some adversity. You just attack it and you pick yourself up and you go back to work. But certainly to other guys on this team, because there'll be guys, that the course of the season, they'll get banged up and have injuries. And, you just attack your rehab and, work your tail off and go above and beyond. And that's a great example to everybody.
How would you assess the year-to-year growth of your underclassmen, especially against a quality opponent from last year to this year, especially because of the fact you had a lot of contributors, not just a year ago, but this year as well, among your underclassmen?
Last year we had some of these guys, like Ross only played one snap last year. Cervenka, I think he played one snap last year. So they kind of overcame their coaching last year in this game. I think Etienne only had 8 touches. So I lost my mind. I didn't watch the game, but anyway, those guys have done great. I think we were young last year. That was a tough game early in the season, and we played Furman. Played triple option, and now you go out and it's the first time you're kind of seeing a passing attack, and we're inexperienced on the back end, and we played great up until the fourth quarter, and we just kind of got exposed, and then they made some unbelievable plays. I mean, if you really watch the game, there were some plays that were like, wow, just incredible, where we were right there, and we just didn't make it, and they did. But I think our growth and maturity is pretty obvious in those guys. I mean, you look at Denzel, you look at Nolan, Skowski. Skowski, I don't think played in that game last year. Chad, what he's done with his growth and development. Isaiah Simmons was a first-year starter, really playing in his kind of first big game last year. And he's still learning how to line up. So we're just much more disciplined. And obviously we lost Trayvon, but I tell you, that DK is, and Mario, those two guys have really given us some stability over there at corner.
You said you didn't notice DK last week. How much
Yeah, I noticed him a lot today because they kept throwing at him. I didn't notice 8. I don't think they threw at 8 very much. But I told DK before the game. I said, and I told him last night in our meeting. I said, hey, whoever's in opposite 8, that's where the ball's going. You know, they're not dummies. They're going to challenge us way more than we got challenged last week. So I thought DK did a great job. I mean, he was all around as the guy. He played the ball well. He kept his poise. You know, he wasn't grabby and things like that. He played good technique. And for a guy kind of in that first time, you know, and he gets it every day in practice. So it's not like he's not challenged, but in his first big game environment to really have the ball come his way a lot, I thought he really did a heck of a job.
Coach, I deliberately didn't mention during the week, but I think it's 5 straight games now that you won the turnover margin. In the past, you had to win a lot of games in spite of the turnover margin, not because of it. But how nice is it to have that kind of working in your favor now?
Yeah, something we talk a lot about. I think we were even today. Is that right? We're even. Are we even in the margin? Yeah, we're even. We had 1. They had 1.
Beg your pardon. I thought you had 2.
But did we have 2?
You had the interception and the fumble, did you not?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had the fumble.
2
Yeah,
to
we
1.
did. Yeah, we're +1. Yeah, thank you, Ross.
Yeah.
You're on the job. That's it, Ross. We win tomorrow. We're even. I didn't think about it. Yeah, we did. That gummit, you had that fumble. I think Nolan Turner caused the fumble.
Yeah.
Then
He caused
Skowski
it.
recovered.
Yeah, and then we had the pick. +1. That's right.
That's what I get for majoring in journalism. Coach.
I love it.
I probably just jinxed it.
Yeah, hey, you know, we talk about that every week. You know, Tanoga Tuesday, that's always our turnover day. We talk about it, taking care of the ball and winning that margin. I think, I was going over the stat, and I think it might be, it's either since I've been a head coach or since like 2011, but we won like 94% of the time. But when you add, if you have at least 2 more big plays than the opponent, you win 98% of the time. So it's a huge part of our plan to win and what we talk about. But yeah, it's big. It's big when you can come out on the plus side of things. And then not only that, we've scored off of turnovers, and that's like an astronomical number. Whatever we've scored off of turnovers, we've had 1 million points, and we haven't given up many. In fact, I don't know.
69-0.
What is it?
69-0.
69-0 off of turnovers in the last, whatever. Wow. So that's complimentary football, and that's what we talk about all the time. Bad things happen, but it's what do you do with it? So they have a turnover, complimentary football, we go score. We have a turnover, we get a stop. And man, you win a lot of games that way. So it's a huge part of our plan to win, something we talk about every single week, and obviously you can measure it.
Coach, there's a history with Florida State Jimbo, that battle that you guys had, but last year you had 1 game of Texas A&M Jimbo footage to go off of. This year you have a whole season for it. Was the difference evident in what you saw here today, how your players knew what was coming and reactions?
No doubt about it. We didn't. That was a hard game last year. It was really hard. I mean, we going into the game again. We're coming off of a triple option prep, and then you spend your whole time studying Notre Dame because that's where the D coordinator come from, and you're studying Florida State, and it's just hard. And then you get in the game, and there's some unknowns, and it just kind of is what it is this time of year. You don't really know what the identity of their team is or their personnel. So yeah, to be able to study 14 games, 13 last year, and their opener against Texas State, to have 14 games, you can really, get an identity of the team, and also their personnel, and vice versa. I mean, they certainly knew a lot more about us last year than we knew about them. That was definitely helpful in our preparation this year, for sure.
Dabo, one of the wrinkles that one of the wrinkles I saw today was going back to the 4 safety look and putting Isaiah high at safety,
Yeah.
and that really seemed to throw Mond off in his read and his progressions.
Yeah, again, that just gives us some we got a guy like Isaiah who we can do a lot of things with, whether it be coverage, whether it's run support, whether it's sacking, blitzing the quarterback. I mean, there's a lot we can do with him, and so yeah, just that. The ability to get Denzel in the game or Nolan in the game and give us another, a little more speed on the field, but then also have the ability to have that hybrid guy in Isaiah to kind of let him, play middle field, be a spy, there's a lot that you can do with him. Is something that I think hopefully caught him off guard a little bit today.
You said last week was a work in progress for this defense, but going from last week to this week, how big of a deal, how much growth did you see, I guess, today from last week compared to this week?
Well, I mean, listen, like I said, we've played an ACC team and an SEC team. 2 Power 5 teams to open up your season with one of the youngest teams that I've had. So I can't overstate enough how proud I am of our staff and our guys and the leadership of this team for just showing up ready and really putting the work in to prepare, and then just the effort that I've seen. I mean, the guys have played incredibly hard. Last week was a tough game for us too. Again, kind of similar to A&M last year. I don't know that I've ever been into a game as blind as we were last week. But to dominate the game and really play clean. I mean, we had a few mistakes and then a couple penalties, but we really played a pretty clean game. We played 90 guys, and then to come back this week against a team that I think a lot of people feel like will challenge for the West in the SEC, and really control the game. Really control the game, especially up front. And I think again it just shows the maturity of this young team. This is a very young team, but there's some maturity and there's a very intentional focus that I like about this group that hopefully will serve us well as we continue to grow. But again, it's just 2 games. We got a long way to go, but man, there's nothing like Mo, having a little momentum to grow.
Can you put perspective just how unique it is what Tyler Davis is doing out there, a true freshman?
Well, we had Dexter Lawrence, we had Christian Wilkins, so we've had some other trendsetters. He's not a trendsetter, but it is unique. It's not often that you see number one an offensive lineman or a D tackle, show up and certainly start. And you see some guys maybe get in there and play, but to see a guy start and really play at a high level, that's, even though we've had that precedent here, that's still pretty unique. It really is. But again, he's got some good guys that have paved the way for him around here. Greg Jarrett would be another one. As a freshman, was an impactful player for us.
Coach, I think A&M had at least 3 false starts, and the crowd was yelling with 10 seconds left like the game was on the line. How big a factor was the crowd today?
That's the Valley. That's the Valley. Ain't nothing like it. There ain't nothing like it. It's all I can say. Until you experience it, it's hard to really describe. This is a special place. It's unique. I see it all the time. When the Valley's rocking, you can count on some false starts along the way, and some miscommunication and things like that, some delays of game, things of that nature. So I can't thank our fans enough. It was awesome. Our crowd was awesome. Our mindset. We want. I don't know how hot it is, but it wasn't hot enough. We wanted it hotter. It was just the mindset of our team coming into this game.
You talk about the crowd and keeping them in the game. I was able to catch up with your DJ before the game, and how does music play a role in keeping the crowd and the players pumped up?
DJ Shay.
DJ Shay, yeah.
He's famous, man. DJ Shay.
Stadium DJs are not always.
Yeah, we just started that. I guess. Let's see. What is this? 19? Probably about 12 or 13, something like that. I started bringing him out to practice some, and I didn't even know who he was. I said, hey, y'all find me a DJ. Liven up practice a little bit. And so I was like, I'm going to try some. We brought him out to some camp practice and stuff, and I kind of liked him. And next thing you know, because we were playing, I walked the line, Johnny Cash, 5 times in pregame. I love some Johnny Cash, don't get me wrong. I love it. But, we need to kind of change a little bit and liven it up some. And so, we brought DJ in there, and he's done a great job. He really has. He's an awesome guy, and guys love him. This generation, I love music. Listen, I got 4 or 5 songs that I have to listen to every game, coming in on the bus, and, our players love music, and then we get in there in the locker room and have a lot of fun. It's fun to see them celebrate, and I like to get in there and have a little fun with them. But, music is it's a universal language, and it kind of, gets gets the blood flowing a little bit.
One of those 5 songs.
High-profile home and home with a team like Texas A&M, because we've seen teams that play neutral site games, but just talk about maybe the advantage of having a home and home against somebody like Texas A&M.
Yeah, it's just something that I believe in, and you know, listen, I mean, you can lose these games. It's a lot better when you win them, for sure. I've been on both sides of it, but even for Jimbo and them, I mean, this is going to make them better. I mean, this will get them more prepared for their conference play. It'll be, obviously they're disappointed to not get the win, but it's something they can. I mean, really, I mean, they could have gone and scheduled a definite win, you know, type of deal today, but they chose to play Clemson. And we chose to play Texas A&M, and I think it makes both of us better. And for me, it's how we built that's how we built our program. You know, you got to learn how to win, and you got to play really good opponents to learn that. And then, you know, for us, it's just helped us to grow our brand, to step out of conference and play other people. I think we're, and we've tried to play the SEC. That's what we've tried. We're 9-1, I think, in our last 10 SEC games. So, you know, we've been able to hold our own against out of conference teams. And then Notre Dame, I think, is the only other non-SEC. I think we played all SEC, out of conference, Power 5, and then Notre Dame. So it's been good. We played Auburn, we played Georgia, we played Texas A&M, Notre Dame. It's been good.
What was the difference in kind of containing Kellen Mond compared to last year to this year? It really seemed like you couldn't get anything going today.
Well, we mixed it up, first of all, with our coverage. You know, we showed a lot of coverage at times to try to, you know, just make him hold the ball. And there was a couple times he held the ball a little too long, but then we got after him too. So we mixed it up, and I think we kept him off balance. And again, I thought our environment was a factor. Again, there were delays of game and multiple offsides and things like that. So I just didn't think that they got in sync. I thought he made a few really good throws that maybe they just didn't catch, that were well-placed balls. But man, I got a lot of respect for that guy. He is a great competitor. He is tough. I mean, we hit him today several times, and I mean, he just keeps getting up. He's one of the better competitors that you're going to see. He is a great football player, and you know, definitely a tough game today, but he'll bounce back.
Just how meticulous is Brendan Bowles in his planning and prep every week?
He's just a creature of habit. You know, very meticulous. He'd be the first to tell you we got an awesome staff around him, a great support group, a great group of young guys that, you know, do an awesome job in making sure, you know, on both sides of the ball. When we walk in on Sundays, man, our guys have us ready for the next opponent. You know, just so much information, so much advanced scouting work, if you will, to really help us, you know, plan. And but Brent's awesome, man. He just is. He's as good as it gets. I mean, he's passionate about it. He loves what he does. He loves it, you know, the guys love working with him. The players love playing for him. So just can't say enough good things about BB.
Anybody else?